Mic check, mic check. What's going on, world? You already know it's your boy SB, and I'd like to welcome you back to episode 56 of season 5 of the Roll Up Podcast. This goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for y'all continuous support, for spending some time with your boy. If you bought some merch, if you listened to, 10 plus episodes, if you just took me with you along your day and allowed me to speak life and inspiration into your process, I just want to say thank you, because this platform only works if you find value from the content, and the fact that you continue to come back and show up and show out for your boy lets me know that you digging what I'm putting down. So if you're new to the campaign, be sure to follow the movement via social media at the Roll Up Podcast. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Threads. Check me out at tsbe.org. That's the official website of the Roll Up Podcast. Everything related to the campaign, all in one place. The merch, the stores, the books, the music, the podcast, the YouTube, all the new additions that's getting ready to get added to the podcast, to the campaign, are going to be added to the website first before I put them on social media. So make sure you subscribe to that monthly email on tsbe.org to stay in the loop with what's to come. Because like I said, I got some new ideas, some new content that's getting ready to be added to the movement to make it a real experience. So make sure you lock in, get your seat first, get your popcorn ready, because 2025, we going up. But as always, we got the business out of the way. It's time that we dive in to today's conversation. As we near the end of the third quarter, I just want to say thank you again to each and every one of y'all that's been showing love to the campaign. This journey to the top has been a hike, but I've learned so much about myself on the way up. Out of all the things I've learned this year, today's focal point by Marie Forleo sums it up perfectly. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It does from what you do consistently. When you scrape all the attributes that we've talked about this season and you put them together, they can only be strengthened through consistent application. Faith and patience can only be strengthened in times of uncertainty, confusion, and misdirection. Determination, grit, and focus can only be sharpened through adversity. You see, we need the bad times so they can mold us into who we need to become to enjoy the good times. We need those moments in the valley to not only build our character, but to prove that we can and will be consistent through all weather terrain. Think about it like baking a cake. You need all of these ingredients measured out to the T to get the exact flavor that you want. Once you mix them together, it's the smoothness and the consistency that helps the cake come out perfectly. The same rules apply for the grind. You need all of these ingredients to become successful. You need the heartbreaks. You need the trials and tribulations. You need the blood, sweat, and tears. You need the 10,000 hours of grind to account for it. But once you blend all these moments of despair and disappointment and channel it into your creative outlet, when you stay consistent in your process, when the time is right, not only will the world see you coming, they will also smell you when you arrive, if you dig what I'm saying. The point I'm getting at is the road to success is paved through consistency. The same way we clock in every day and do the tasks required to keep the company afloat is the same mentality we should carry when it comes to our own personal journeys. It may seem like the finish line is getting further and further, but the truth is, it's all in your mind. The moment you fall victim to procrastination or lack of focus, you run the risk of throwing off your momentum. There's no need to explaining the repercussions of throwing off your momentum, but it's important to understand that consistency keeps momentum flowing. To go back to a point that I made a few episodes ago, consistency also helps you create habits. Creating habits that promote your growth is a necessity. Before you can create healthy work habits, you need to have healthy mental habits too. Gratitude exercises, meditation, prayer, journaling, any way to help you get your thoughts out and allow you to be present in the moment are all necessary to create an environment that allows you to be consistent in your process. Consistency also plays a role in becoming more disciplined in your process. The thing about motivation, is similar to a shot of espresso. You get that initial burst of energy to get things done, but eventually that motivation will quickly die off, and you will lose the incentive to keep the momentum going. That's where discipline comes in handy. When you become disciplined in your process, any downtime that you have, you will understand the importance of prioritizing the work that you could put in. Even if you set aside an hour to work on yourself, get to the point where you can be undistracted to do whatever it is that you need to do. Creating these habits will go a long way. And with discipline, it will help you grow into the person you need to be to accomplish your bigger goals. When it comes to your mental health, creating healthy habits and sticking to the schedule helps you feel safe, and your work habits will start automatically. Like we just mentioned, when we learn to prioritize and allocate our time wisely, it helps with stress management and the consistency of completing tasks. It will allow you to improve your quality of rest as well. With this improvement, you will strengthen your ability to be emotionally intelligent. When you strengthen yourself in this department, you will be able to get back in that mode whenever you get the calling. And with the 1% rule that we mentioned in the season, you will see the efforts come together and will be able to track your progress. Most importantly, staying consistent contributes to the larger picture of what we are striving towards. Every time we decide to lock in on the mission, we continue to take strides in the right direction. The more we stay consistent, the more we are overcoming procrastination, overthinking, and inactivity. And when you really think about it, those three are the biggest dream killers, because to go back to the opening quote, it is our responsibility to do what's necessary. The more comfortable we are with taking action towards our goals and continuing to show up and do the work, we are proactively choosing to build a life instead of accepting defeat. At the end of the day, fam, we got shit to do. Ain't no way to sugarcoat it. I'm just going to tell you how it is. At the end of the day, we got shit to do. The longer we delay the work we need to put in, the longer we delay the blessings that can change our life. As the opening quote suggests, success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. It's time to get serious about this, folks. It's time that we commit to the process and surrender the need to have a timetable toward our success. You win through consistency and scoring buckets, not inactivity and watching the clock. You win through the work that you put in every day, not keeping tabs on everybody else's progress. In order for us to secure the bag for the year is over, it is time to get consistent in our grind. Whatever it is that you're trying to get out of 2024, it's time you dedicate every fiber in your body to make it happen. Those that get ahead find a way. Those that get left behind find excuses. So in closing, as always, I believe in you. I know that you're destined for greatness. I know that you're tired of sleeping on your gifts. This episode is your reminder that it's time to put the work in. It's time to sit down. It's time to sit the fuck down. And it's time to focus. It's time to conquer our fears by getting active in the direction that we are trying to go. Your goals are achievable, and you are destined for greatness. Now is the time to be consistent. If you enjoyed today's episode and you found it useful, feel free to drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the campaign. Make sure you check out the Sauce Braid Experience on YouTube. Like I said, the intro, got some new visuals coming. Be sure to lock in to tsbe.org. Make sure you lock in on the merch. Season 5 collection will be available until December 25th. I was going to say before Christmas, but I can't do y'all like that. So, got some new merch coming on New Year's Day for Season 6. So, make sure y'all lock in on that too. I ain't going to spill the beans on Season 6, but I just want to let y'all know this shit finna be crazy. I got some dope content ideas, adding some new elements to the movement. Make sure y'all stay locked in so you can be in the loop with what's going on by signing up to that monthly email at tsbe.org. As always, get lifted, stay inspired. It's your boy. Peace.